You've made the switch. After all the years of putting yourself last, you finally started a wellness routine. You've got the pill organizer on the counter, vitamin D3 in the morning, magnesium at lunch, a little K2 to help your bones. You're proud of it. You even told your grandkids, "I'm taking better care of myself these days." But lately, something feels off. Your legs are heavier. Your sleep isn't as restful. Your heart races at strange times. You start to wonder, how can I be doing everything right and still feel wrong? Here's the truth no one talks about. Sometimes what seems healthy on the surface can become harmful if it's out of balance. It's not that vitamin D3, K2, or magnesium are bad, far from it. They're powerful, but they're also team players. They only work well when they're taken in the right dose, the right form, and at the right time. When one of them is too low or too high, it can throw off your body's rhythm. It's like baking bread, but forgetting the salt. All the ingredients are there, but the outcome just isn't right. Think about this. You wouldn't build a house with just nails and no wood. But every day, many older adults take high doses of vitamin D3 because someone online said it was good, without enough magnesium or K2 to balance it out. And instead of strong bones or calm nerves, they end up with leg cramps, anxiety, or worse, rising blood pressure. If this sounds familiar, don't panic. Just pause and reassess. Write down what you're taking, a name, dose, and time of day. Check your magnesium type. Avoid oxide or citrate. Look for glycinate or malate instead. Ask your pharmacist or primary care doctor if your supplements are working together, not against each other. Make space for whole foods too. Leafy greens, eggs, fish, and avocados can do what no pill can. You're not failing. You're just learning what your body truly needs now, and that's something to be proud of. Because the first sign of healing often begins with listening. And sometimes your body speaks through tiny signals, like a twitch you almost ignore. Let's talk about that next. 1. The muscle message, when twitches tell you something's off. Have you ever been sitting on the couch, watching your favorite old Western, and out of nowhere, your eyelid starts twitching? Or maybe it's your calf, this weird little jump under the skin that won't stop. You laugh it off the first time, but then it happens again and again. You start to wonder, is this just age, or is my body trying to tell me something? These tiny spasms, eye twitches, leg cramps, that weird flutter in your arm, they're more than just random annoyances. They're signals. Your muscles and nerves depend on minerals like magnesium to stay relaxed and coordinated. And while you may be taking magnesium in your daily supplement routine, it doesn't always mean your body is using it the right way. In fact, many popular magnesium supplements in stores today, the ones on the shelves at your local pharmacy or grocery store, are made from cheaper forms that your body can't absorb very well. So even if the label says 400 milligrams, your muscles might still be starving. Think of it like filling up your car at the gas station, but with watered-down fuel. You paid for the full tank, but it won't take you very far. Same goes for magnesium. If your body can't absorb it, it can't help you. And here's the kicker. Many seniors, especially those who sweat more, take water pills, or don't eat enough leafy greens, lose even more magnesium without realizing it. So what can you do? Check your supplement label. Look for forms like magnesium glycinate or magnesium malate. They're gentle on the stomach and much better absorbed. Aim for 300 to 400 milligrams per day unless your doctor suggests otherwise. Eat more magnesium-rich foods, spinach, almonds, black beans, or even a square of dark chocolate now and then. Don't forget potassium. If you're sweating a lot or using diuretics, a banana or sweet potato a day can make a real difference. Remember, your body is wise. It speaks in whispers before it screams. And those twitches, they're whispers. But what if your anxiety, that uneasy restlessness in your chest, was also a whisper? Let's talk about that next. 2. The restless mind, when supplements trigger anxiety. It's 11:30 p.m. You're in bed. The room is quiet. The covers are warm. But your mind? It won't stop spinning. Your chest feels tight. You can't quite catch your breath. You took your vitamins earlier. Magnesium, D3, and K2, just like always. Weren't they supposed to help you feel calm? So why do you feel wired instead of relaxed? You're not imagining things. The very supplements that are meant to soothe your nerves can sometimes do the opposite if they're not balanced properly. Let me explain. Vitamin D3 helps your body absorb calcium. That's a good thing, but only if magnesium and K2 are there to guide it to the right places. Without that balance, calcium can end up floating in your bloodstream, irritating nerves, tightening your chest, and triggering restlessness. And magnesium, well, not all types are created equal. Some forms, like magnesium oxide, don't absorb well. Others, like magnesium malate, can be too stimulating if taken too late in the day. And then there's the hidden stuff. Fillers, things like titanium dioxide or silicon dioxide, added to make pills smooth and shelf-stable, can quietly irritate your gut and nervous system. Imagine going to a diner and ordering your usual breakfast, eggs, toast, and coffee, but the eggs are undercooked, the coffee's too strong, and the toast is burnt. It's still your usual, but something's off. Same thing with your supplements. The ingredients may be right, but the form, timing, or combination might be messing with your system. Practical advice. What you can do right now, check when you take your vitamins. D3 and stimulating forms of magnesium, like malate or citrate, should be taken earlier in the day. Calming forms, like glycinate, can be taken in the evening. B. Reduce your dose if you're feeling jittery. Too much D3, especially without K2, can overstimulate the brain. C. Add calming foods to your routine. Wild salmon, walnuts, chamomile tea, and oats help nourish your nervous system naturally. D. Support hydration and potassium levels. Anxiety often flares up when your electrolytes are out of balance, so drink water and add in bananas, avocados, or a sprinkle of sea salt. Remember, anxiety doesn't always come from your thoughts. Sometimes it's your body's way of saying, "This isn't quite working for me." And when your body's on edge, your blood pressure might be next. Let's explore that together. 3. The pressure paradox. When your BP starts to climb, you're at the pharmacy, waiting to pick up a refill. Out of curiosity, you slide your arm into the blood pressure machine, the one next to the vitamin aisle. Beep, beep, the numbers pop up, and your heart sinks. It's higher than last time. You think, but I've been doing everything right. I take my magnesium, vitamin D3, and K2. Aren't those supposed to help my heart? You're not wrong. Those supplements can support heart health. But just like with a recipe, the ingredients only work when they're in the right balance. Here's the problem. Vitamin D3 helps your body absorb more calcium from the foods you eat. That's great, but only if magnesium and vitamin K2 are there to help move that calcium into your bones, not your arteries. If the calcium builds up in your blood vessels instead, they become stiff, narrow, less able to relax. And that's when your blood pressure starts to creep up quietly. Even worse, many folks are unknowingly using a type of magnesium their bodies can't absorb well, like magnesium oxide. So despite taking it daily, their blood vessels stay tight and the pressure builds. Imagine trying to water your garden through a hose that's full of tiny pebbles. No matter how much water you pump in, the flow is strained. That's what your arteries go through when calcium builds up where it doesn't belong. And unfortunately, many older Americans are also low in potassium, especially if they eat a lot of processed foods or use salt substitutes. Potassium works with magnesium to relax those blood vessel walls, and without it, it's like missing a key piece of the puzzle. Practical advice. What you can do today: check your supplement types. Use magnesium glycinate or malate, not oxide or citrate. B. Pair D3 with K2, MK7, and magnesium, always as a team. C. Add potassium-rich foods to your meals. Sweet potatoes, spinach, white beans, avocados, and even a half cup of orange juice can help. D. Reduce sodium from processed foods. Canned soups, deli meats, and frozen dinners are common culprits. E. Track your pressure at home. A small notebook and a $30 monitor can give you more peace of mind than guessing ever will. Your heart is doing its best to keep you going. Sometimes all it needs is a little support in the right places. Not more effort, just smarter effort. But what if, even after doing all this, you still wake up feeling tired and heavy? Let's talk about why your energy may be slipping even after a perfect night's sleep. 4. Morning fog. Why you still feel tired after sleeping. You wake up at 7 a.m. The room is quiet, the birds are chirping, but you feel like you haven't slept at all. Your limbs are heavy, your head feels foggy, and even pouring a cup of coffee seems like too much effort. You think to yourself, I got my 8 hours. I took my magnesium last night, so why do I feel like I've been hit by a truck? Here's something many people don't realize. Not all magnesium is calming. Some forms, like magnesium glycinate, are great for sleep and muscle relaxation, but others, like magnesium malate or citrate, can actually stimulate your system. So if you're taking the wrong kind before bed, you might be tossing and turning all night without even knowing it. And if you're taking too much magnesium, especially if your kidneys clear it more slowly with age, your body can get weighed down, making you feel sluggish the next day. There's more. Vitamin D3 needs to be taken with food that contains some healthy fat, like eggs, avocado, or olive oil, in order to be absorbed properly. If you take it on an empty stomach or late at night, your body may not use it well, leaving your energy low and your mood off. It's kind of like putting gas in your car, but not turning the key all the way. The fuel's there, but the engine doesn't start. That's what happens when vitamins are present in your body, but not being used the right way. Practical advice. Simple changes you can make today. Take energizing forms of magnesium, like malate, in the morning, not at night. Use calming forms, like glycinate, 1 to 2 hours before bedtime. Eat a small meal with healthy fat when you take vitamin D3, like eggs and whole grain toast with avocado. Hydrate early in the day. Even mild dehydration can make you feel drained. A glass of water first thing in the morning goes a long way. If possible, step outside in the early sunlight. Just 10 minutes can help reset your internal clock and improve energy levels naturally. When sleep doesn't restore you, it's often not about how long you slept, but how well your body was supported through the night. But sometimes, the issue isn't your energy. It's something even more disruptive: waking up again and again to use the bathroom. Let's explore why that's happening next. 5. Midnight wake-up. When you're rushing to the bathroom, it's 2:47 a.m. Again, you quietly shuffle down the hallway, half asleep, hoping not to trip over the dog or wake your spouse. The bathroom light flickers on, and as you sit there, you think, "Didn't I just come here 3 hours ago?" Shiki, you head back to bed, but your sleep is already broken. And by morning, you feel more tired than before you went to bed. Many older adults assume frequent nighttime urination is just part of getting older. But here's something most people don't consider. Your supplements, particularly magnesium and vitamin D3, could be part of the reason you keep waking up. Some forms of magnesium, like citrate or oxide, act like mild laxatives or diuretics, meaning they gently push fluids through your system. So if you take them too close to bedtime, your body might respond by making you head to the bathroom at 2 a.m. And high doses of vitamin D3, especially when not balanced with enough vitamin K2, can increase calcium in your bloodstream. Your kidneys, trying to protect you, may work harder to flush it out. The result? More trips to the bathroom overnight. It's kind of like watering your lawn at midnight. The system turns on, even when everything else is trying to rest. Your body's doing its job, but the timing is off. Practical advice. Simple changes that help. Take magnesium earlier in the day, ideally with lunch. Save calming forms like glycinate for early evening if needed. Avoid magnesium citrate or oxide at night. Switch to magnesium glycinate or malate, which are easier on the bladder. Make sure your vitamin D3 is balanced with K2, especially the MK7 form. This helps calcium go where it should. Your bones, not your kidneys. Limit fluids after 7 p.m., especially if you tend to drink a lot of water with your evening pills. Track your nighttime wake-ups in a small notebook and bring it to your next doctor's visit for a clearer picture. Your body's not betraying you. It's trying to keep you in balance the best way it knows how. But what if, after all this effort, you're still not seeing any real results? That's where we're headed next. No results. When you're doing everything right, but still feel off. You've got the routine down. Supplements lined up neatly next to the coffee maker. You've read the labels, watched the YouTube videos, maybe even spent a small fortune at the health store. You've done everything by the book. But weeks have passed, and you still feel off. No boost in energy, no clearer mind, no better sleep. You sit with your morning cup of tea and quietly ask yourself, what am I missing? Sometimes it's not about what you're taking, it's about what your body is absorbing. Here's what most people don't know. Even when you take all the right supplements, they won't work if your body can't use them properly. Poor absorption is more common than you think, especially as we get older. Low stomach acid, certain medications, or hidden gut issues can keep your body from soaking up key nutrients. And there's more. If you're taking vitamin D3 without eating something that contains healthy fats, like eggs, avocado, or olive oil, your body may not absorb much of it at all. Plus, if your magnesium comes in a poorly absorbed form like oxide, or your vitamin K2 is missing altogether, you could be blocking the very benefits you're hoping for. And then there are the fillers. Ingredients like titanium dioxide or microcrystalline cellulose, often used in cheaper supplements to make pills look smooth or last longer. But they may irritate your system and interfere with how nutrients get absorbed. Think of it like ordering a healthy meal and then leaving half of it untouched. The food is there, it's on the table, but your body didn't get to use it. That's what poor absorption feels like. Quiet, invisible, and frustrating. Practical advice. What to do right now. Switch to high-quality supplements. Look for third-party tested brands without unnecessary fillers. Take vitamin D3 with food that contains healthy fat. Think eggs and avocado toast or oatmeal with a spoonful of nut butter. Choose magnesium forms your body can use, like glycinate or malate. Avoid taking all supplements at once. Break them up, some in the morning, some with lunch, to give your body a better shot at absorbing them. If possible, ask your doctor about a nutrient panel. A simple blood test can tell you what you're really low on. You've been doing your best, and that matters. Sometimes all it takes is one small change to turn things around. But even when the supplements finally start working, when you take them can still make all the difference. Let's talk about timing and why it might be the missing key. The timing mistake. When matters more than what. You take your vitamins every day, like clockwork, maybe right after brushing your teeth, or just before heading to bed. You've got your routine. It's simple. It's consistent. But here's the catch. Despite doing everything right, you still don't feel like yourself. You ask, is it really the supplement? Or is it the timing? Believe it or not, timing matters just as much as the supplement itself. Some nutrients, like vitamin D3, are fat-soluble, which means they're best absorbed with a meal that contains healthy fats. Take it on an empty stomach or with just a glass of water, and you might be wasting your dose without even knowing it. Others, like magnesium, come in different types, and the time of day you take them can affect how you feel. For example, magnesium malate can be energizing, great in the morning, not so great at bedtime. Magnesium glycinate is calming, helpful in the evening when you're winding down. Taking the wrong type at the wrong time? That's a recipe for poor sleep, groggy mornings, or feeling off all day. It's like watering your garden. Not too little, not too much, and never in the heat of noon. You have to pick the right moment. Supplements are no different. Even the best vitamins can backfire when the timing's off. Practical advice. Easy steps to get your timing right. Take vitamin D3 in the morning, and always with a meal that includes healthy fats, like eggs, avocado, or a bit of olive oil. Take energizing magnesium forms, like malate or citrate, with breakfast or lunch. Save calming magnesium, like glycinate, for the evening, ideally 1 to 2 hours before bed. Space out your supplements. Taking everything at once can overload your system. Split doses between morning and early evening. Keep a simple timing journal for a few days to see how your body responds to different times. Your body loves rhythm, and when you match your supplements to that natural rhythm, things start to click. But now that you've learned what to take and when to take it, there's still one final step: how to bring it all together into a plan that actually works for you. Let's wrap it all up next. 8. The healing shift. How to make your supplements work for you. It's Sunday afternoon. You're sitting at the kitchen table with your reading glasses on, organizing next week's pills into their little compartments. You pause, look down at the rows of supplements, D3, K2, magnesium, and think, am I really getting better, or am I just hoping I am? You've stuck with your routine. You've done your research, but something's still missing. And that missing piece might not be more pills. It might be a small shift in how you take them. Supplements are like tools. A hammer's only useful if you know where to swing. In the same way, vitamins only work when they're balanced, absorbed, and timed to support your body's unique rhythm. Many people take the right ingredients, but mix them in the wrong way. Too much vitamin D3 without enough K2. Calcium can go to the wrong places. Taking energizing magnesium at night, you'll toss and turn. Taking everything all at once on an empty stomach, your body misses the message. But when you start listening to how your body responds, when you track your sleep, your energy, your moods, something shifts. You stop guessing. You start understanding. And that's when healing begins. Not from adding more, but from using less, more wisely. It's like gardening. You don't need 10 different fertilizers. You need the right nutrients, in the right amount, at the right time. That's how flowers bloom, and how energy, clarity, and balance return to your life. Practical advice. How to make the shift, starting today. Create a simple wellness tracker. Use a notebook or even sticky notes. Track what you take, when you take it, and how you feel after. Reassess your supplement cabinet. Discard expired bottles or low-quality brands with fillers. Talk to your pharmacist or doctor. Bring your tracker. Let them help you fine-tune your routine. Focus on food first. Supplements should supplement, not replace. Add more leafy greens, omega-3s, and potassium-rich foods. Give your body time. Most improvements don't happen overnight, but with the right approach, they do happen. You've already taken the most important step. Paying attention. Your body speaks in subtle ways. Now, you're learning how to listen. And when you do that, not from fear, but from care, you don't just manage your health, you reclaim it.